Forget magnesium supplements. Take vitamins at night to rebuild muscle overnight now. That probably made you stop for a second, didn't it? Because for years we've been told that magnesium is the magic pill for relaxation, sleep, even muscle recovery. You walk into any pharmacy, and the shelves are filled with bottles of magnesium tablets, capsules, powders, promising a deep night's rest and stronger muscles in the morning. But what if I told you that story is only half true? What if the real secret to rebuilding your body as you sleep has less to do with magnesium and more to do with a simple, often overlooked strategy, taking the right vitamins at night? When your body is naturally programmed to repair itself, think about it. You're lying in bed. Your muscles are resting, your cells are repairing, your brain is organizing memories, and your hormones are shifting into recovery mode. Nighttime isn't just for sleep, it's the body's most important workshop hours. So, the question is, are you giving your body the raw materials it needs to rebuild overnight? Or are you unknowingly starving it of the very nutrients that could make you feel stronger, younger, and more alive each morning? I've met so many people over 50 who tell me the same story. They wake up stiff. Their muscles feel weaker. Their recovery from a simple walk or a bit of gardening takes days, and they assume it's just aging. But here's the truth. It's not just age. It's nutrition, timing, and strategy. And here's the part most people never consider. You can use vitamins as tools, but the timing of when you take them can completely change their impact. Magnesium isn't the only player here. In fact, the obsession with magnesium supplements has distracted us from a much bigger picture, and I've seen how transformative it can be when you understand this shift. Let's start with something simple. When we sleep, our bodies release growth hormone. This isn't about getting bulky like a bodybuilder, it's about repair. Growth hormone stimulates the rebuilding of muscle fibers, the healing of tissues, the strengthening of bones. But growth hormone doesn't work in isolation. It needs cofactors, nutrients, building blocks. And if those aren't present in your bloodstream at night, that hormone's message falls on deaf ears. Imagine sending construction workers to rebuild a house, but showing up with no bricks, no wood, no nails. That's what happens when you go to bed on an empty nutrient tank. Now, here's where vitamins come in, and this is where I ask you to challenge what you've been told. Vitamin D, for instance, is often considered a daytime vitamin. Take it with breakfast, people say, because it's fat-soluble. But what if I told you taking vitamin D at night can support the hormonal dance your body performs while you sleep? Vitamin D interacts with calcium and magnesium, yes, but more importantly, it influences muscle protein synthesis. Combine it with vitamin K2 in the evening, and suddenly your bones and muscles are receiving the green light to strengthen while you're asleep. Another overlooked nighttime hero is vitamin C. People think of it only for the immune system, or when they're catching a cold. But vitamin C is critical for collagen synthesis, the glue that holds muscles, tendons, and ligaments together. At night, when micro tears from your daily activity are being repaired, vitamin C ensures that collagen fibers are rebuilt, stronger, and more flexible. If you take it at night, you're essentially fueling that repair process at the exact moment your body is working hardest at it. Then, there's vitamin B complex, especially B6. Here's something fascinating. Vitamin B6 helps your body produce serotonin, which converts into melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Better sleep equals better recovery, and better recovery equals stronger muscles. Instead of relying on a magnesium pill that may or may not help you relax, imagine giving your body the vitamins that actually regulate the sleep cycle itself, while also supporting nerve and muscle function. Now, let me pause here and ask how many of you are nodding because you've been told the exact opposite. How many of you have shelves filled with magnesium supplements while your vitamins sit forgotten or are taken randomly at whatever time of day you remember? If that's you, don't worry, you're not alone. But this is exactly why I'm sharing this message. So you can make a small shift that could completely change the way your body feels each morning. And if you've ever woken up feeling drained, or wondered why a good night's sleep still left you sore and tired, I want you to know there is another path. If this resonates with you, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. And don't forget to hit subscribe, because I'll be sharing more science-backed, practical strategies to help you live stronger after 50. Let's go deeper into the science for a moment. But I'll keep it simple. Muscle rebuilding depends on protein synthesis. That's the process by which your body takes amino acids and strings them together into new muscle fibers. Vitamins don't provide protein, but they act as catalysts, enabling those amino acids to do their job. Vitamin D, B6, B12, folate, vitamin C, all of these are like the spark plugs in an engine. Without them, the fuel just sits there, unused. And if you're deficient, which many people over 50 are, your overnight muscle repair is severely handicapped. That's why you might feel like you're losing muscle mass faster than you should. Or why recovery takes longer. I'll tell you a personal story. A close friend of mine, Mark, he's 62. He used to be active cycling, hiking, even light weights. But a few years ago, he started noticing he couldn't bounce back from activity the way he used to. His doctor told him it was just aging, maybe try magnesium to sleep better. He tried it, but nothing really changed. Then one day we talked about nutrient timing, and I suggested he shift his vitamin routine to nighttime. Vitamin D and K2 with dinner, vitamin C before bed, B-complex earlier in the evening. Within weeks, he noticed he woke up less stiff. His energy in the mornings improved. After a few months, he told me something that gave me goosebumps. I feel like my body is mine again. That's the power of understanding when to feed your body the right tools. And let me be clear, this isn't about taking handfuls of pills. It's about choosing wisely, timing strategically, and respecting your body's natural rhythms. For example, taking vitamins at night also avoids competition with certain minerals and medications you may be taking in the morning. Many people are on prescriptions after 50, and spacing out nutrients from those meds can make absorption more effective. This is the kind of real-life practicality that makes the difference. I know some of you might be thinking, but won't vitamin D at night keep me awake? That's a common concern, but research shows it's not the vitamin D itself that disturbs sleep-its imbalances. When taken with vitamin K2 and magnesium-rich foods at dinner, it actually harmonizes your nighttime hormone cycle. The fear of wrong timing often comes from blanket advice, not personalized understanding. And remember, what we're talking about here isn't about quick fixes. It's about building a strategy that respects how your body heals itself at night. So let me ask you directly, you want to keep chasing sleep with another magnesium capsule, hoping to wake up stronger? Or do you want to give your body the full toolbox it needs to truly rebuild overnight? Because here's the twist. Magnesium isn't bad. It plays a role, yes, but it's not the main character. It's a supporting actor. The real stars of nighttime recovery are the vitamins that rebuild tissues, regulate hormones, and fuel protein synthesis. And the best part? This isn't about chasing youth or pretending we're 25 again. It's about honoring our bodies at 50, 60, 70, and beyond, giving ourselves permission to feel strong, capable, and vibrant in the years that matter most. Now, before we wrap up, I want to challenge you to experiment. Tonight, instead of just taking magnesium, try shifting your vitamins to the evening. Notice how your body responds in a week, in a month. Pay attention to your mornings or stiffness, your energy, your mood, and share your experience with me, because your journey could inspire someone else who's been stuck in the same rut. And if you find value in this, make sure you subscribe and share this with a friend sometimes. The smallest shift can make the biggest difference. Here's the final thought I'll leave you with. Aging is not the enemy. Neglect is. The body is remarkably resilient, even after 50, even after 60. It wants to heal. It wants to rebuild. All it asks for are the right tools at the right time. So tonight, when you set down that magnesium bottle, ask yourself, am I giving my body the chance to truly rebuild overnight? The answer might surprise you, and it could be the beginning of waking up to a stronger, healthier version of yourself, one night at a time.